Would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want a fight. Like, there's a decision. Like, part of your life, a boxer, like, to fight. And I grow in boxing. As long as I'm still enjoying the training, I'm happy continuing my career.
He actually wanted to fight me.
Really?
Yeah, like behind the scenes, like a bunch of conversations. It didn't seem like very exciting.
After his fight with Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao says he's not thinking about retirement yet. He believes anything is possible, even a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. He adds that only God knows what's next, leaving fans excited and guessing about his future. His calm but confident words got people talking, even though he didn't promise anything about coming back to the ring.
Everything. Are we going to be seeing you fight when you're 50+ years old, setting more records too?
Only God knows.
And what do you want to prove to yourself when you're competing under the bright lights on Saturday at MGM Grand, July 19th, for all the world to be watching?
Oh, nothing is impossible with God. All things are possible.
Now that Pacquiao has returned with a win over Barrios, people are wondering what he'll do next. One big idea being talked about is a rematch with Floyd Mayweather. But boxer Sean Porter thinks Mayweather won't agree to it unless it really means something for his career or brings him big money. Porter says Floyd makes choices based on what matters to him, not just what fans want. Still, Pacquiao is ready and excited for the chance. He's made it clear that the next move is up to Mayweather.
There's talks of Floyd Mayweather rematch. I found that yesterday. I was like, holy shit. I remember coming to see that as a fan in this thing. And now, like, apparently that's maybe something they're talking about now. We've like seen him come back. Do you think that's something Floyd will entertain?
Are you surprised at all to hear that?
Because I work in the media, I look at it and go, this is a Manny Pacquiao fight week. It helps talk about the event more. But then I'm also, I'm not like, you know, born in the night.
And really, at the end of the day, it's a matter of whether or not Mayweather wants to do it. I'm willing to bet he won't be willing to do it. And I don't think it has anything to do with, you know, him being afraid or anything like that. Been there, done that, you know. And, you know, I think Floyd is probably in a position where he feels he doesn't need to do it. If he doesn't.
Manny looks back on his first fight with Mayweather and says he wasn't at his best. He had an injury that night, which held him back in the ring. Now that he's healthy and strong, he believes he could beat Floyd in a rematch. This has gotten fans excited again, as it shows Manny still thinks there's unfinished business. He's not making excuses, but he wants people to know he's confident that, without injury, things could go very differently if they fight again.
But I went over to the Mayweather gym yesterday, and just to stir the pot again one more time. And I asked them, they said, there's already talks happening, and if Manny wins, a rematch with Floyd could happen. And there's going to be a lot of, you know, attention on making that happen. Is that something that appeals to you?
Right now, my focus is on Saturday. Like, you know, if they're interested after this fight, then why not? Let's talk about it after the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and you would feel confident. I mean, I know you were confident because we spent all that time together before the first fight. But you feel confident that you can beat this guy. You can hand him his first victory.
Of course. Like, you know, I don't have injury.
Chris Algieri, who once faced Pacquiao in the ring, has great respect for him. He says Manny's punches are unlike anyone else's even now. They still have power. What surprises Algieri most is how Manny hides how tired he is. He may look worn out, but he keeps attacking with speed and tricky angles. Even after all these years, Manny is hard to figure out and his skills keep shocking people. Algieri says fighting Pacquiao isn't just about boxing, it's about surviving against a style that still seems unbeatable with age.
Here's what Algieri had to say about Pacman's legendary punch.
I'm curious now. You felt Danny's punch, and when I've talked to people, they always say that Manny's punch is a really stinging punch. It's a punch that stays with you.
Yeah.
How do you compare the two?
It's a different punch. I think Manny. I mean, I've fought a lot of great punchers in my day, and everybody punches differently. You know, it's just a different kind of punch. Manny's power is very surprising. He cuts good angles. You think you're safe, and you're not. I've overheard Tim Bradley talk about that too. Like, he just cuts such good angles and is able to generate power from those positions. It's definitely different.
I remember I asked Shane that same question, and Shane told me there was at one point where he's like, where the hell are all these punches coming from?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You guy moves, and you lose him, and you feel the vision, but like you think he's off balance, but he's not. He still is able to crack it.
Yeah.
You know, like what just hit me?
Behind the scenes, Pacquiao's team has reportedly been talking about a possible fight with Jake Paul. While nothing is confirmed yet, the idea has grabbed people's attention. A boxing legend like Manny taking on a YouTuber-turned-boxer is unusual, but it shows he's open to different kinds of fights. This matchup could attract new fans and add a fresh twist to the sport, even if boxing purists don't like it. These talks show that Manny is still interested in high-profile, high-reward events.
Manny actually wanted to fight me.
Really?
Yeah, like behind the scenes, like a bunch of conversations. It didn't seem like very exciting, you know?
I get it.
Like I would just hit him once and you just tumble.
Well, Pacquiao must even be older than me, right? He's got to be in his 40s.
Yeah, but some guys still have it in their 40s and 50s, you know?
Right.
But he just doesn't give that.
Some boxing experts are worried about how Pacquiao would do in a rematch. They think Mayweather still has sharp skills in the ring, while Manny may have lost a step due to age and time away. Still, the buzz around a possible exhibition match between these two legends keeps growing. Analysts admit that even if it's not a full-on competition, fans would love to see them share the ring again. It might be more about the show than the sport, but it would still draw huge worldwide attention.
Huge in boxing. Boxing needs stuff like that. We don't have it right now.
That's extremely huge. What'll make it big is. But my thing is this though. I think Manny don't have this up here no more to really take on a strong fight. You said what? And if you get to talking about a Floyd Mayweather, man, Floyd is always right there, stay in condition.
I think it's great for boxing. I think we would all love it.
Well, we wouldn't see nothing.
In recent interviews after the Barrios fight, Pacquiao made it clear he's not done with boxing yet. He said that as long as he has the energy and love for the sport, he'll keep going for him. Boxing isn't just a job, it's part of his identity. He grew up with it, made a name for himself through it, and still feels the thrill every time he steps into the ring.
The fire in my eyes to work out, to discipline like that. And I'm still enjoying training. Like, nothing's changed about, I don't get lazy in terms of sacrifices, training every morning, every day like that. But I'm enjoying it, like before.
It's amazing watching you today, just the hunger, the speed, and just going through your workout because, Manny, I was done, 33. I said goodbye to the game. You 46.
Yeah. That's the evidence of you being a passionate with the sports. Like, it's a like.
For years, Pacquiao focused on politics, running for president and serving his country. That took him away from boxing. But recently, he found both the time and motivation to return. He explained that his comeback wasn't a quick decision. It was something he thought through carefully. After dedicating years to public service, he realized he still had more to give in the ring. His return came from deep reflection and a strong, renewed purpose.
Taking the time out, your legacy is set. You just went into the Boxing Hall of Fame in June. Why come back after 4 years being away from the ring?
It's been since the last 2 years I want to come back, but my family hesitant to let me go. But it just happened that my wife said, okay, you have my approval, like you can still fight. I know your passion. I know you're you've been eager to come back, but you can fight. She said that you can fight Barrios.
Look, wife says yes, so that means you're all good. You got the green light. What would it mean to you if you win Saturday night and become the first Hall of Famer to come back and win a world title?
It means a lot to me, to my legacy, like the first fighter who won a world title after the Hall of Fame award, and also the oldest welterweight champion.
And you've been away from the boxing ring for 4 years, and there are some things that have changed. Is there anything that you've noticed that's changed in boxing since you've been away from the ring?
Since 4 years, like I feel like so lonely in boxing. The boxing is. I want to promote more boxing. I want to make boxing always on the top, like the top of the mind of the people.
A rematch between Pacquiao and Mayweather could be one of the biggest money-making events in boxing history. Experts say it might bring in over $1 billion worldwide, more than their first fight. Both fighters still have huge star power, and the excitement around this match would be off the charts. Whether it's a real fight or just an exhibition, it would likely break pay-per-view records and land major sponsorship deals. Pacquiao has clearly said he wants the fight again. If fans are asking for it, he's ready. Now that he's officially out of retirement, he says anything is possible. Manny still believes in himself and is confident he can beat Mayweather. He doesn't just want to fight, he wants to finish the story and prove he can win against one of the greatest defensive fighters ever.
I believe 100% I can beat him.
You came out of retirement because you want a rematch with Floyd Mayweather.
I came out from retirement because it's hard to leave when you love a sport, so it's hard to leave. But if the rematch will postpone, then why not?
It's fair to say your goal is to rematch with Floyd.
Well, I'm not seeking that. If the people want a rematch, and then
okay,
there's no problem.
So do you feel like you still won the fight on points because he ran from you so much?
When I reviewed the fight, I threw a lot of punches than him, and then I connected more than he connected. But like I said, I know how to accept loss, and I respect the decision of the judges.
Why is it so hard for people to hit Floyd Mayweather Jr.? What is it about him that he gets out of the ring and it's just like he's been, jogging 7 or 8 miles instead of being in a fight?
Floyd doesn't really care about the fans, how to make them happy.
Right.
But he cares about himself for just, to survive or anything else. He make the boxing easier than what the fans want to see. If I'm a fan and going there to watch the fight, of course I want more action and changing punches like that. But Floyd's mind is different. It's just, he want to hit his opponent, but he don't want to get hit. I believe 100% that I can beat him.
Paulie Malignaggi, a respected figure in boxing, has shared his worries about Manny's return. He pointed out that getting older naturally affects how fast and powerful a boxer can be. Paulie says even though Pacquiao's heart and drive are impressive, time catches up with everyone. Things like speed, reflexes, and strength may not be the same as before, and that matters in a fight.
Pacquiao. At the end of the day, what really matters, though, is the money. Manny Pacquiao brings in so much money and eyes and attention. He is a global star. He is not just a local celebrity. He is not just a boxing celebrity. He is a globally recognized human being. So him coming back into the sport gets a lot of eyes, a lot of money, and that's why ultimately these guys are going to push him into one of these big fights, which is most likely going to be a world title fight with Barrios.
Paulie, you are always saying it. Rankings and titles should be about merit. We talk about money, talk about draws, talk about how much somebody brings in. You defer to that in a sense. But you always say rankings and titles should be about merit. What's your thought on this?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a silver lining here, right? Yeah. So there's the eyes come back to the welterweight division if you bring a Manny Pacquiao in, right? Because right now the welterweight division is
it's a desert.
I'm 44 years old. I don't think I've ever seen a welterweight division this bad and this weak in my life,
Pacquiao stood firm after his fight with Barrios. He's not here to play it safe. If Mayweather agrees to a rematch, Manny wants it to be a real, professional fight, not just an exhibition. He feels only an official bout can settle things. Once and for all for him, this isn't about money or staying in the spotlight. It's personal. He wants to prove something to himself and to fans everywhere. He's ready to give it everything he's got, not for show, but for the challenge.
There was just talks and rumors all the time about potentially Manny Pacquiao and the Mayweather 2. Was there any truth to that, or is that still kind of up in the air of maybe potentially happening?
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao 2.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want a fight. Like, there's a decision.
David Benavidez has voiced support for Pacquiao's return. He said that if Manny feels he's ready, no one should doubt his choice. Benavidez respects that Pacquiao didn't rush back into boxing. Instead, he waited until he felt completely prepared. He believes Manny still has the strength and determination to compete. And if Pacquiao has thought things through and made his decision, then he deserves the chance to fight again.
So what makes Manny Pacquiao special is that he does everything so good. He has great footwork, he has good ring IQ, good defensive slips, good combinations, and I think most importantly of all, he's in there willing to go to war with anybody. So that's really what makes him more important. The most special thing about him is his spirit and his will to fight. I think Manny Pacquiao at age 46 is going to look amazing in my opinion. He has all the experience in the world. He's seen every single fighter, and if he's coming back at 46, is because he definitely wants to come back and win another world title. I think that one of the oldest world champions has been Bernard Hopkins when he fought at age 49. So, you know, Pacquiao, he's barely 46 right now. He's a young 46. So I think, you know, he still has a lot left in the tank.
Chris Algieri said that stepping into the ring with Pacquiao is nothing like a regular boxing match. It's a full-on experience. Manny doesn't just fight, he creates an event. He attracts huge crowds, tons of media, and fans from all over the world. His style is intense, unpredictable, and exciting, according to Algieri. Every Pacquiao fight feels bigger than just a sport, it turns into a global cultural moment.
I always say fighting Manny Pacquiao, it's not just a fight, it's an experience, because there's so much that leads up beforehand. You know, you get the announcement and it's like, I'm fighting a living legend, first and foremost. But then that's when the press tour starts. It's immediate. As soon as it gets out that you're fighting Manny Pacquiao, it begins. And I mean, the immediate obligations that lead up to training camp, the fight week, it's otherworldly. It's completely different than anything else I've ever experienced before then and since then. And fight week is wild. Between the grand arrivals, the press conferences, the open media workouts, the millions of people that are tuned in, that you know it, you see it. I mean, you're getting tagged constantly in social media. You're seeing all the people around. You're coming through literally waves of people as you get to venues. I mean, I was signing people's foreheads. I was signing the back of phones. It was something I had never, ever experienced before. That's why I want to say when you fight Manny Pacquiao, it's not just on fight night. It's everything leading up to it. When you're in the ring and, you know, the crowd is waiting on bated breath and the ref is literally talking to the judge and you're across the ring and it's just you and Manny. You're staring at each other and you're there. You finally, it feels like finally. It takes so long to get there because of what I said earlier about that experience. And then it's just you and him. I always saw him as just another guy, just another man, just another opponent. But man, that first round, as soon as he hit me, that's when I realized, I was like, Manny Pacquiao's Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I expected him to be fast. I expected the footwork. I expected the heavy hand.
Max Kellerman recently shared why he ranks Pacquiao higher than Mayweather when it comes to legacy. He pointed out that what Manny has done in boxing is truly rare. Winning titles in 8 different weight classes is something no one else has achieved. Kellerman believes that this record alone puts Pacquiao among the greatest fighters in the history of the sport.
Manny Pacquiao is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I actually disagreed with you.
I'm surprised that boxing fans, unless you're caping for a guy, this is pretty straightforward. Pacquiao wasn't able to make flyweight. He was a flyweight who won the lineal championship. So if that's not the most, or one of the 2 or 3 most impressive things in the history of boxing, the fact that he could move up, give me an example of another flyweight who was the lineal champion, moved up, won a bunch of titles in between, and then was that good as a welterweight. Pacquiao won lineal titles, indisputable, that's the man who beat the man, or else putting belts together. No one had ever done it before, ever. No one ever came close to dreaming about doing that, and then Pacquiao did it. So the fact that Pacquiao is even competitive with Floyd Mayweather, who's one of the greatest pure boxers ever, do any of us believe that if they were the same size naturally, Floyd would beat Pacquiao?
Now that Pacquiao is officially back, there's talk of a possible fight with Gervonta Davis. The idea of a boxing legend taking on one of today's fastest rising stars has fans excited. Davis is known for his speed and knockout power, and would be a serious challenge. But Pacquiao seems open to all kinds of matchups. While nothing is confirmed yet, this potential fight could be an epic showdown between generations, experience versus youth, in a battle fans would love to see.
Gervonta Tank Davis has a 6 to 7 fight deal with the PBC and Amazon for $200 million. That's like $30 million a fight, all right? He also has a fight date for November. El Rayo team has said they're not fighting this year, so he's not the guy. So the question is, who is the guy who is willing to fight Tank by November and could build the fight into a fight worth $30 million? Y'all must be out y'all minds if y'all think that Manny Pacquiao versus Gervonta Tank Davis isn't a huge fight. That'll probably be his biggest fight ever. Y'all know that's a big fight because the boxing fan today, they know Tyson Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez.